There's no doubting that the introduction of Spectator Mode made life pretty easy for multiplayer servers who otherwise struggled to properly implement a post-death Spectator Mode on their servers. It also made life pretty easy for filmmakers who wanted to get an extremely slow-moving camera shot, and also enabled the ability to properly film an X-ray point of view in an underground area. The idea behind Spectator Mode is pretty basic. You fly around, you can fly through anything, and nobody in the world can interact with you, and you can't interact with anything throughout the world in any way. Arrows fly right through you, and you won't prevent other players from building if you're standing right on top of them. But today I want to show off some lesser known features of Spectator Mode that might just make your experience a little easier, or at the very least give you some fun things to mess around with. So let's go ahead and let's check them out. So the premise of Spectator Mode is pretty simple at its core. Fly around as if you don't exist at all. You can't even open chests if the loot within them hasn't generated yet. You can't affect mobs, and they can't affect you. Though, along with being able to observe a player's point of view by left-clicking on them if you're close to them, you can also spectate any entity, from skeletons to zombies to— oh my god! Yeah, when you spectate spiders, cave spiders, creepers, or endermen, you get a pretty wild field of view. With creepers, you get this green pixelated mess. Man, no wonder why they're always angry. They always see their world through the point of view of a 1970s computer monitor. Endermen have inverted colors, while spiders and cave spiders have a wide field of view along with an oddly distorted and duplicated vision set. You can also press F5 while spectating to get a regular third-person perspective of any mob that you spectate. But alongside being able to spectate players and mobs, you can spectate anything that qualifies as an entity, such as a minecart, a boat, and a fireball? Yeah, a fireball. Though if the entity that you're spectating leaves the loaded chunks, it'll stop in place until more chunks are loaded. Now, excuse me while I spectate the Ender Dragon and live out the dream of becoming a fire-breathing dragon. Alright, next up are a couple of tips that I think might be pretty basic, but I want to go over them nonetheless, though these aren't really part of the unknown tips. So alongside being able to spectate players, you can also teleport to them using the 1 and 2 keys on your keyboard. Hitting 1 changes your inventory to a menu where you can teleport to any player, and 2 opens up a menu for teleporting to players specifically on your team. And then if you want to fly between players really quickly, or you just want to fly really fast in general, just scroll up or down on your mouse wheel to increase or decrease your speed. If you scroll up all the way until you can't go any faster and then tap your sprint key, you can fly at an incredible 87.11 blocks or meters per second. Though if you do this for too long, you're going to hit unloaded chunks really quickly. And last up is one of my favorite unknown tricks of Spectator Mode. If you go into your keybind menu and look for the option called Highlight Players, by default it's actually unbound, but when you bind it to a specific key and press it while in Spectator Mode, every player, including spectators, will be lit up with a glow effect for as long as you have the button pressed down. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys found these tips useful, and if so, and you enjoyed the video, please consider dropping a like on it, especially with how broken YouTube has been as of lately. Every little bit counts. So anyways guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. My name is AntVenom, and I bid you all farewell. Thanks so much for watching.